about the strange adventures of Aladdin? It all started a long time ago. A magician came to Aladdin's house and pretended to be a long-lost uncle. He showered gifts on Aladdin and his mother, and then he invited Aladdin to go with him to the city. Instead, he led Aladdin into a narrow valley away from everyone. "Now," said the magician, "you'll see wonders that no one else has ever seen." He lighted a fire, and as the smoke began to rise, he muttered several words. Suddenly, the earth trembled and opened. There was a large stone with a brass ring. Aladdin was so frightened he started to run away, but the magician stopped him. "Underneath that stone is a treasure that'll make us richer than kings. Just do as I say." Aladdin pulled at the brass ring and discovered that the stone was concealing the entrance to a cave. "Now," said the magician, "go down into the cave and through the garden. At the very end, you'll find a lamp. Bring it to me." Then the magician took a ring from his finger and gave it to Aladdin. It would protect him from evil. Aladdin did exactly as he was told, but on the way back, he stopped to pick some of the beautiful fruit that hung from the trees. The fruit was made of rubies and diamonds and emeralds, though Aladdin thought they were of colored glass. He hurried back to the entrance of the cave. The magician ordered him to hand over the lamp, but Aladdin asked him to help him out of the cave first. The magician was furious. He muttered more magic words, and the stone moved back into place. And Aladdin was locked in the cave. After he'd been there for hours, he happened to rub the ring. A huge genie rose out of the ground.
"What do you wish? I am the slave of whoever wears the ring."
Aladdin asked the genie to take him out of the cave, and instantly he was outside. He hurried home to tell his mother. When he asked for something to eat, his mother admitted there was no food, but she'd take the lamp and sell it. She'd just begun to rub the lamp when another genie sprang from the floor.
"I am the slave of whoever has the lamp."
Aladdin seized the lamp from his mother, who almost dropped it in her fright, and ordered the genie to bring them food. He disappeared, and then quickly returned with a huge tray full of silver dishes piled with food. When all the food was gone, Aladdin sold the silver dishes to buy more food. And when these were all gone, he called upon the genie of the lamp again. This went on through the years, and as Aladdin went to the stores to sell the silver, he came to realize that his glass fruit was really made of precious stones. Then one day, when he was on his way home, heralds appeared on the streets, ordering everybody inside. The Sultan's daughter was riding through the town, and no one was allowed to look upon her. But Aladdin couldn't resist stealing a glance through the doorway. And when he saw the lovely princess, Aladdin fell in love. Aladdin thought constantly of the beautiful princess. And then one day, he asked his mother to go to the Sultan and speak for him. He brought out the jewels and explained that they were priceless gems, worthy of a sultan's daughter. The very next day, Aladdin's mother took her place in line at the Sultan's court. But no one took notice of her. She went again the next day, and the next, and the next. And finally, the Sultan called her. She knelt before him and gave him the jewels. The Sultan was astonished. Then she told him of her son's love for the princess, and he said, "Yes, your son may marry the princess, but first he must send me 40 large trays of pure gold, piled high with precious jewels such as these." Aladdin's mother hurried home to tell him of the Sultan's heavy demands, but Aladdin only smiled. When his mother had gone, he took the lamp from its shelf and rubbed it.
"What is your wish, O master? Tell me, and I will obey."
Aladdin commanded him to prepare the gift the Sultan had requested. And for Aladdin, he must bring rich clothes and the finest horse in the land. Now, when Aladdin's gift was presented to the Sultan, he was delighted and immediately called Aladdin's mother to him. Your son may marry the princess this very day, he told her. So Aladdin and the princess were married and moved into a beautiful palace of their own. They were very happy until one day, when Aladdin happened to be away, a little old man was heard wandering through the streets. New lamps for all! New lamps for all! Who will change with me? The princess sent down the old lamp that Aladdin kept on a shelf. And yes, he took the lamp and sent up a new one. For do you know who the old man was? The magician who had locked Aladdin in the cave. He'd heard about Aladdin's good fortune and was determined to get the lamp for himself. Now that he had it, he called the genie and ordered him to move the entire palace to far-off Africa. And instantly it was done. Aladdin was heartbroken when he discovered the terrible deed. Then he rubbed the magic ring, and when the genie appeared, Aladdin said, "Take me to the place where my palace stands." He found himself standing right before the princess's window. He called softly to her and asked about the lamp. She told him just what had happened. Then he gave her an envelope with a magic powder. The princess must invite the magician to dine with her and see to it that the powder was served in his wine glass. The princess did as Aladdin asked. And as soon as the magician had sipped his wine, he fell into a deep, everlasting sleep. Aladdin jumped forward from his hiding place and seized the lamp, which the magician had kept concealed within his robes. Aladdin rubbed the lamp. And at his command, the palace was returned to the place from which it came. And Aladdin and his beautiful princess lived there happily ever after.